Have you heard of the Buga Sphere?
Well, I was going to say, I had Caroline Corey on the show.
I love Caroline. She's amazing.
She's in the hybrid.
Yeah.
And talking about the Buga Sphere, once again, not picked up by anybody, but explain what the Buga Sphere is.
So I was literally there in Mexico the day that they deciphered the inscriptions that are on the Buga.
So let's back up a bit. So the Buga Sphere is what?
So the Buga Sphere is the first ever UFO, meaning unidentified flying object, not necessarily alien, but the first UFO that's ever been retrieved and is still in civilian hands. So if indeed there was Roswell or other crashes, those craft were immediately scooped up, government have hidden them. This is the first one that we've had in our hands. It was flying around in Colombia. There was videos of it flying, and then there was a video of it actually landing. And so there's a full chain of custody with this thing, you know. And then they've picked it up and they've brought it to this guy called Jaime Maussan, who in Mexico is like the #1 UFO guy. In Mexico, they all believe in aliens. It's part of their history, part of their religions. So they see them all the time, and it's just normal. When they see them, it's like, oh, my God, like kind of like God appeared for a minute, right? So anyway, when this UFO came into contact with them, they're like, holy shit, we need to protect this thing. Straight to Jaime. So anyway, I went there to go and see the Buga Sphere, and we threw a whole bunch of tests at it because we were trying to figure out what it was. This thing has fiber optics in it that are so fine that they're finer than any fiber optic we've ever made on Earth. Yeah. Micro fine, like a hair. And they had all of these machines they put up next to it to see what it was doing. And it's constantly omitting a transmission, so sending out a transmission, and it's constantly receiving a transmission. And the theory they have is that it's an arc. So it's recording everything about Earth that it can, because they believe that maybe something bad's going to happen to Earth, and so it's trying to gather all the information it can and transmit it simultaneously, so that if we kill ourselves, there's kind of like a record. Right. Yeah. Which is sort of creepy.
Talk about, because you also said that you were there when they deciphered it. There was some sort of markings on it, some cryptic writing, shall we say.
Yeah, and it wasn't great. So what it was kind of saying is that, and this is something you would have heard before, the Earth tends to go on a 12,500 year cycle. Every 12,500 years, we have some sort of cataclysm. The last one was the Great Floods, and it's kind of like a tectonic plate kind of global reset, and it's triggered by climate change. And we're about to be at 12,500 years. We're right there on the cusp of it. And what the inscriptions were kind of saying is that our clock is almost up, and we haven't evolved enough yet to survive this cataclysm.
Wow.
Because when you think about it, just say we were super evolved and we had bunkers already dug for a whole bunch of people to go in, and we had a way of stopping the tectonic plates from moving, and we had big craft that we could all go and stay in for 100 years while it all did whatever it's going to do, right? Then the human race would survive. We would persevere and we would thrive, and we would come back and reseed, right? But it was saying that we haven't kind of like got there.
So this is what
time's almost up.
This is what it said on the inscriptions on the outside of the Buga Sphere. And what language was it written in?
It's some form of ancient Sanskrit. So Sanskrit was Arabic. The dialect they used. Arabic in ancient texts, also in Egypt, in amongst the hieroglyphs was Sanskrit. And there's many different Sanskrit variations, but they're all kind of similar. Just like there's different languages here, but we all write with A, B, C, D, like a lot of countries, you know? Like that. So, that was kind of creepy.
Interesting. So what, did they have a bunch of, like, linguists trying to decipher it?
They did. And so Jaime, because I happened to be there and working with the media in America, he's like, Serena, can you be the spokesperson? And we're going to give you a big script.
Wow.
And read out the script to the world. So we did this huge thing, breaking news. And you can Google it if you want to watch the breaking news story. It was covered by the Mirror and the Sun in England. It was this whole thing, me standing there like an idiot. Good evening. Tonight, so we have an exciting announcement. And so I did it, and I'm like, this is it. The world's going to listen. Everyone's going to go and start trying to decipher the Buga Sphere, and
nothing. And here's the thing, like I'm in tune with this. I heard none of this.
Yeah.
And I'm looking for this type of stuff.
If you ever want to go to Mexico and see it, let me know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, where in Mexico was it?
It's in Mexico City.
So would it have it like in a warehouse there?
So Jaime Maussan has like this place where a lot of these artifacts are housed. It's under like 24/7 security, and yeah.
Who decided where it went, though? You think the government would want to confiscate it?
The government want it, but what I guess Jaime's been trying to do is shine such a huge light on it that it can't just suddenly disappear.
Right.
Yeah, they're trying to protect it as much as they can. They're trying to turn it back on because it turned off. So it's emitting stuff, but they can't make it fly. And so they've got a group of scientists trying to design something that can kind of...
They got to find the charger plug-in on the back of it, stick it in the...
Exactly. It's a mystery. Like, I don't know. Like, when I went there with Jack Osborne, we're filming a show for Beacon TV. It's called American Paranormal.
And Jack is one of your partners at Spark. At Spark.
Yeah, he's one of the co-founders. And so we went there to go and do the investigation on this thing. And he was super skeptical. He's always skeptical. And by the end of it, we were just like,
yeah,
what is this thing?
Right,
like,
right,
this is real.
When have you seen it face to face, the sphere?
I've held it.
Wow.
Yeah.
Held it. How big is it?
This big.
So when you're...
It's quite dense, quite heavy.
When you're in the presence of it, do you feel anything?
Yes.
Yeah.
So 2 things happened. One thing was we wanted to try and communicate with it. So we took a medium with us, this woman, Sarah Limos. She's very, 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 very good medium. Not necessarily the most famous, but for me and Jack, the one that we thought could really, you know, make contact with this thing. So, you know, we sat there and we used sort of like energy, the modality of energy and like meditation and stuff to communicate with it. And she said to it, you know, like, show us a sign. Like, we know that you can't talk, but if you can do something, move or make a sound or whatever, to let us know that you can hear us, that you're sentient. And what happened was the strangest thing ever. And we caught it all on camera. We're touching this object that's just a ball. It's just sitting there, metal ball. It went freezing cold under our hands, like ice cold, right? And then we moved our hands away and our hands were soaking wet.
So what would that...
You know, like a fridge when it's... a refrigerator when it's freezing.
Sure, condensation or whatever.
Yeah. And so, like, it's done nothing. We've been hanging out with this thing all day and then we do this weird ritual and it just goes ice cold. And our hands were freezing, you know, when you've touched something, and soaking wet. And it was just like,
it's so weird though,
what
because I was under the assumption it was much bigger than that. So how did they even find it if it's so, like a soccer ball, for example?
Because they were someone's seen it in the sky and was like filming it and then following it, and then they saw it going down. It didn't fall. That's the interesting thing about it too. It landed.
Landed.
You get what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah. It was intentional. It just landed.